Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Pat Callahan. Amanda Hill is on assignment. When fire destroys a business, it's a blow to the owners, the employees, and their customers. But what happened in the town of Boothbay Harbor last night seemed especially cruel. A hotel, just days from opening for the summer, was consumed by a spectacular fire that could be seen for miles. When the sun came up, all that was left of the Beach Cove Waterfront Inn was a smoldering ash heap. News Center Maine's John Carrigan is in Boothbay with more on a fire that, as bad as it was, could have been so much worse.
For firefighters and Fire Chief Nick Upham, it was, he says, the worst case scenario.
It was horrible. As soon as I arrived on scene, the second floor of this entire building going all the way across here was fully involved with fire. It was coming out through all the doors and up and rolling over into the roof line.
And for neighbors living on three sides of the Beach Cove Waterfront Inn, it was frightening.
All of the smoke was coming across and all the embers were falling out of the sky. And it was up there at first, but I was watching it fall into that building, and the cops are running up the street yelling at them to get out.
And neighbor Mimi Lyons told us her story by phone last night. They literally ran from the heat and flames.
And the telephone poles are catching on fire, and the transformers are blowing up, and now the houses next to them are catching on fire. And the next houses are catching on fire, and the streets are filled. I left with a bag on my shoulder with my important papers and a flashlight and my dog and the clothes on my back. And I don't know if I'm gonna have a house when I go back tomorrow.
She does have a house. All the neighbors have houses, but it was a close call.
There's a house right there that was starting to go. That one was going. The building down there was going. And we had a couple of buildings up here as well, too, that were starting to lose their siding and heat up, as well as buildings further on down the road that were starting to light up from embers.
The combined efforts of 8 area fire departments saved the whole neighborhood. The inn is gone. Fortunately, it was empty, the first guests scheduled to arrive for this weekend. The biggest cleanup today was for the power lines, replacing poles and transformers destroyed by the flames that cut power to much of the town. A small army of CMP crews was putting it all back together, hoping to get everyone reconnected by evening. As neighbors move back in and clean up, state fire marshals continue to search for a cause. Their efforts and the embers and the damage, clear reminders that it could have all been much worse.